burning of some kind, rubber, something. Photo enforced again. I don't see these oh well. I don't know. Alright, turning right at the traffic light. Oh, things falling. Oh. Up a hill, into the sun. And this is going to be straight to Lapoint at this point. Probably a 65, 870 elevation. It's 55.
Continue on I-380.
Yeah, Iowa might be more dependent upon the highway than a lot of other cities. Still 55, right? I'm actually going too fast. Not too busy, there's nobody behind me. I'm kind of catching up to people in front of me. So there's a road closed ahead of me, like they closed the highway. Man, there's no easy route. Detour. Okay, maybe it's a side road. Left lane ends. Huh. Alright, I cannot see any work being done. But they're saying there's a detour to the right. So there's supposed to be road construction going on this road, I guess. Landfill 3 miles. Oh, okay, they stopped. Because it is 45. Going through a city, a town, village. But I forgot the name already. But I left Waterloo for Lapoint, 12 miles. It's kind of a big city to a small town. Before Cedar Falls, Lapoint. Yeah, I'm going a kind of a southeasterly route. So that's the direction that Lapoint is from Waterloo. And it's just a small town. The library says it opens at 8 a.m. on the Google Maps. That's interesting, but it's past 8, well past 8. I'm not parking at that library though. There's a parking lot across the river that I'm more interested in. Maybe I could pull out my jump box and do some jumping. Get some blood going. It's more enjoyable than a trampoline to be able to jump up and down on that box. It's only like what, 8-9 inches. I haven't really measured the height. It doesn't need to be that high though. It can't be anyway. I can't fit can't fit a whole lot in this car. So kind of a, you know, a decent jump box. One that's nice and sturdy to actually jump on. And it was made, it probably wasn't made for jumping on. But it was little, it wasn't used a whole lot, it doesn't look like. But it definitely aged a lot of years. So I follow the railroad tracks at 55, 2 miles out from Lapoint, and I'm speeding. Wow. Not in a big rush, but oh, kind of. I really want to get on my feet. Derek Wolf, Iowa House, WULF. Oh, I see a water tower. Water tower is a strong sign of a town. That's an old electric line with the glass still standing along the railroad tracks. More glass, yeah, wooden post using the glass wire holders. What do they use now? More ceramic? They were using glass for a while. I remember seeing glass in Wisconsin. The glass wire holders on wooden posts. But yeah, the wire looked like it was hanging into the ground for those couple of posts. They just left them all standing up. What? Wildlife area? Recreational trail. Alright, I'm entering Lapoint City, and I don't want to cross that river. 45, okay. Yeah, I gotta fix something that's rattling. I know exactly what it is.
West Main Street.
It's the herb container. Oh, I was supposed to take a right. What? Is there another right? Uh-oh. Okay, backtrack. Here? No. Well, I already screwed that up a little bit. I can backtrack though.
Turn right on Locust Street, then take the first right.
Okay, so now I am crossing the river. Not here. Okay. I'm passing, so there's no turn.
Turn right at the stop sign.
There's no
then
turn.
Take the second right.
There's no turn. So that's not a good sign. Is there another bridge? How many bridges do they need? I wasn't supposed to come into here.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Tootsie's. This is downtown, okay. Is there a bridge? Yes, okay. Odd Pops. Okay, so then I cross the bridge. Oh, yeah. And yeah, I see the parking area. There's nobody there. There's a high school not far away. It is kind of more active than I care for.
Turn left on Tana Street, then take the first right.
Okay. Hickory Hills.
Turn right on Washington Street.
Right? No, this right here looks fine. Oh, they don't want you to park very nicely. car wash. Okay. Okay. I guess just kind of. They got electricity at this. I'll have to see if it works. Might be locked. Alright, 8:50, 10:17. Alright, this is pushing my luck, I think, because I want to go 3 miles outside of Lapoint, Iowa, to a park. I'm pushing my my status because I'm looking for the perfect park that I can exercise at.
Stop sign.
Going 3 miles outside of the town to a park. It looks very attractive to me right now. Just simply, in a lot of ways, simply so I could just jump on my box. Simply just want to jump on my box.
Keep left to Bishop Avenue.
So I'm going down through the downtown. I guess it's not going to be so visible. It's not going to be that visible with the way the light's shining here. I'll try to capture as much as I can on the side camera at least. Because I don't think it's going to be very visible the way the light's shining. It's never been great in the past. When the light's shining just right on the windshield and as dirty as the windshield is. FFA Historical and Ag Museum. Interesting. I'm not stopping at it, but it's interesting. This is quite the road. All brick. Yeah, I mean, as cold as it's getting, I seriously desire some box jumping. Get warmed up. Improve my condition. Sleeping in 20-degree weather works a lot better when I get a good exercise in the lower legs. Keeps my feet warm. I changed the lighting. McFarlane Park, I think that's where I'm going.
In 2¼ miles, turn left on King Road.
Yeah, 2 miles. Yeah, it's way far outside of town, and it looks very attractive to me. Because on a cold day like this, on the outskirts of town, I think there's a pretty good chance that I'll have some peace, some privacy, where I can do some exercise. There's corn on the road because of the train tracks. The trains pick up the corn and then spill 35. Yeah, they got a park far on the outskirts of the town, along the river. I'd almost be interested in spending the night, but I may not get away with it. It looks like a golf course on the left. Yeah, I mean, I think I got enough water. I want to boil up some eggs. They got a winch to lower, a winch on the back of a truck to lower I don't know, a coffin in the graveyard. Cows, yeah, pretty much living on their own filth. Yeah. No, not enough grass to graze in, so all they could do is stand around. It's really sad to see. It's so unnatural. And yeah, you got all this field full of grass for them to graze on. but it's probably a property dispute. I think a lot of reasons that cows suffer is because of property disputes. Neighbor farmers just don't want to help out their neighbors. Maybe help out for only certain things. And then they get into so many disagreements that they just lose money fighting each other. And then a factory farm comes in and scoops up both the properties and consolidates the business. Because neighbor farmers couldn't get along with each other. I bet that's been a lot of problems. A lot of neighbor farmers get into disputes with each other. Not just they lose money in their business, they just get into fights. They get into property disputes.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on King Road.
If you want to have a good farm, you got to have some good neighbors, or it's not going to work out. Trying to do it all by yourself.
Turn left on King Road.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet. I like what I'm seeing. If the roads are quiet, the park's going to be quiet. Dead end.
In 1/2 mile, arrive at 13386 King Road.
Nobody just passes through here. 35 still. Nobody just passes through. You're coming out here for the park, and I don't think many people are doing that. Or at least I hope not many people are. Oh, alright, Cedar Valley Nature Trail. There's a parking lot. I could park at that.
13386 King Road on the left.
Park closes at 10:30. This is a park that probably doesn't have any lighting, yet they still say 10:30. Okay, alright, what does it say? Cabin, camping area, shelter, tornado, group camp. Oh my god. Group camp over this way. I don't know, you can just park anywhere. Nobody's gonna be here. Bathrooms might be locked, but it doesn't matter. Group camp, whatever, just here. It's not entirely clear how this layout is, and I don't think it's going to be busy. Alright, 11:10:17. Right, I'm in Lapoint and I'm going south. It's 27, it's been 27 degrees since I checked the temperature thingy at 1 a.m. or so. It's like 9 a.m. Oh my god, and you know, I forgot to get right at the stop sign. I forgot to log the time. So these series of videos might go out of order. Oof, oof, oof. These pedals are just very tight. They're stiff from the cold. The steering wheel, everything. Oof, that's an old house.
Turn right on Commercial Street.
They're mowing the lawn at least. Yeah, so if I turn on the front-facing camera, it's just going to be nothing but sun. And oh, maybe that's not the entire drive. So there's a temperature thing on the fire station. 27 on a fire station, which it's not something I normally see. Just see if anything shows up. Oh yeah, got an orange sky. Alright, I intend to go back to the town and sleep. Lapoint, Iowa, 3 miles out. I'm a little scared about trying to stay overnight in that campground. It's not clear to me. I think I saw a 10:30 curfew, so that's partly deterring me. And I'm gonna try to sleep in the spot that I parked at in Lapoint. It's not identified as a park. There's no rules. Very curious about it. If I get bothered, I'll have my cameras all ready to go in case I get bothered. It's not too cold for the farmers. Tootsie's drive-through. There were actually people here last night.
Commercial Street.
Either getting broiled chicken or ice cream. 19 miles. Okay. Straight south. And it's 25. Got somebody behind me going through neighborhoods. Yeah, it's got down pretty low. 27 is about it. Maybe it warmed up to 27. Probably got to more mid-20s with the wind chill. It was cold. My feet didn't really hurt though. This is the type of cold that's the beginning of the winter, so the ground isn't really frozen. It's more the mid to late winter where the 27-degree night is more impactful because of the frozen ground too. This is too early. This is still summer ground. Just the bare surface gets frozen. There's still some warmth in the ground. So it's 45, and one's behind me. Alfalfa field. Slow down to 50. Okay. Just for the curve. All right. But yeah, this library here and then the library in Benton don't open till like noon or 2 on a Tuesday. So these are some small towns, but they're small town library hours. Benton 9, Cedar Rapids 51, Iowa City 75. Entering Benton County. Curve. Corn harvesting in this cold. This is a real cold spike because the temperature really picks up later. All right, I don't want to be close to that. Wow. All right. Curves can get scary. Pumpkins. There's a patch of pumpkins. Oh, they're selling them. Let's see what we got. We got Hanson's Hollow. Saw a dead raccoon. These raccoons are living pretty good with the corn, but now that's being harvested. Their living conditions are strained again. So what we're looking at here are fields of harvested fields. Everything is harvested. Looks like they had grass of some kind here, hay. Yeah, they're on top of their harvesting. It's where they make their money. Harvesting that money. I gotta harvest a lot of it. There's pennies in the ground. Government subsidized, possibly too. So guarantee pay. Yeah, I'm happy this car started this morning. It was about 27, 26. It struggled a little bit, but it started. I'm not looking forward to that 70-degree weather coming up in a couple of days. It just gets extremely cold. It'll be cold tonight too, in the 20s. But then in a few days it's going to be in the 70s again. The high 70s. Such a uneven temperature. And it's getting a little dry too. The type of dryness that makes me bleed out my nose. Curve, Benton, 10 miles, die start 6. Benton, V-I-N-T-O-N. I got the grocery store marked Hy-Vee, but I think it's an old Hy-Vee or one of their smaller town operation Hy-Vees. Or not a Hy-Vee, at least a Hy-Vee gas station. I think I'm seeing blue stem grass. That blue stem can extend pretty far south, but not far north though. There's the Indian grass. I don't know, like, I mean, I've seen Indian grass in the northern parts of Minnesota. It extends, it just depends on where it can establish itself, I guess. There's a lot of competition for grass, but I haven't been having grass tea because I just haven't been finding anything of any great value like I have in the past. Jabin's Quarry. Roadside park in 1/2 of a mile. See, I don't know about these types of places. I would have considered sleeping there. Considered it, but I think I could see it. And I probably wouldn't have. Is that a part of a cemetery? Roadside Park is right next to a cemetery. What? Fairview Cemetery and Roadside Park. That's knocking 2 birds out with 1 stone. That's one of those I've never seen before. They call a cemetery, they double up a cemetery as also a roadside park. Nobody else does that I've seen. 11 miles, big curve into the sun. I gotta check the battery on this. I think it's getting low. I should have prepared better. Alright, I see a checkered flag. Go to the grocery store, get some milk, and then the park and wait for the library to open. And then I don't know what to do after that. Is that a tractor? A tractor on the road. Tall and narrow. Really tall and narrow. Oh, he's turning. I just want to capture this semi pulling this tractor. He blew up a lot of dust. Curve coming up. He's got a tractor on a trailer. Another dead raccoon? 2 of them. They were together. Got hit by the same vehicle, most likely. 1.9. 1.9. Okay, here's a drop. 45. Engine brake ordinance enforced. Republican voting for a Democrat. All right. Mount Auburn, 7 miles to the left. Okay, it's 45, so I don't need to slow down this much. That is some bright sun. Benton, the city of lights. Another city of lights. Wow. Don't tell them that there's other cities that are city of lights too. They might get jealous of each other. There's an old post. It's got the glass. Those glass things are kind of neat. Still standing. I guess they just leave the ones on that are along this railroad mostly. Industrial park? Nah, that's not a real park. 35, okay. There's supposed to be a pretty good park, well, big park at least.